What's good, everyone? This your main correspondent, Alan Taylor, and I'm back in the broadcast room yet again, always with another one. And yes, indeed, it is another one. So, as you can clearly see the title of the broadcast, this is the aftermath of the situation that went down at the White House with J.D. Vance, Donald Trump, and President Zelensky. So, we're going to go through a few things here. I got a few situations that I found on TikTok, and then we're also going to get to the speaker, Karoline Leavitt, and see what she had to say as well. So let's jump into it. Let's go here now. Quarters, nickels, and dimes, people.
I hope every American is completely baffled and embarrassed by the behavior of J.D. Vance and Trump today towards President Zelensky. I thought it was bad listening to Trump have conversations with other world leaders, but J.D. Vance really took the cake today. He cannot be in conversations.
Hold on just a second. Excuse me, you guys. Sorry about that. I need to work on my audio here. Okay. Let's keep going.
With world leaders. He cannot be trusted because everything that he said was extremely inflammatory and it was on purpose. Not only did he show that he doesn't have decorum or respect for a president that is actively fighting for the sovereignty of his nation and his democracy, but he showed that he does not know what's going on. You know, in those group of friends where there's that one leader and then the other one who's just trying to impress that person all the time, making stupid jokes, making fun of people just to get their attention and get a chuckle out of the other one? That's J.D. Vance. Just a loser, trying to do anything just to impress Donald Trump.
It amazes me how these, super tatted up American privileged individuals sit around here and go against their own country. It amazes me.
French toast is there to think about?
She's sitting over here with all the privilege in the world, worried about what's going on in Ukraine. And the thing of this is Ukraine took on a situation that they should not have took on. This is just plain old facts out here. And then the previous administration gave them $300 billion to sit there and play boo-boo the fool of our taxpayer money. And she don't care. She's one of these retards that's sitting around here talking out the side of her neck.
Trump so he can get a pat on his head and say, "Good job, boy, you did a good job today." This is the same administration that is actively taking money out of the American people's pockets by taking away jobs from people that actually voted for him, allowing $1 billion.
Let's speak upon that real quick. Now, we voted on this situation to clean up house. Cleaning up house also means running the government like a business. Some businesses have to restructure things like that, get rid of certain things that may not be applicable for the finances and things like that of said business. And this is just facts. We can't sit here and, some of the same people that voted for him, losing jobs. I get that. But at the same time, though, too, business is business. Now, we're sitting around here, we're trying to, get the government to be more efficient. And that's just that. Some people are going to lose jobs. Rearrange your life.
Who is not an elected official to be able to have access to some of our most sacred data, all for the name of what? Efficiency? That's not about efficiency. If you guys are not seeing what he's doing, he's trying to save as much money as possible to be able to afford tax breaks for the billionaires.
Oh, cut the crap. Here we go. Saving for taxpayers for billionaires. Yes, be honest with you. Yeah, we need to give tax breaks to the corporations to bring their ass back on over here so we could actually have more jobs. And the people that, got cut from the government can go there and get jobs as well. This is how the market works. Now, when you got bats like this that's sitting around here talking out of the side of their neck, it's always a tragedy. But no, we got to stop this game. We have to stop this game. And, a lot of these homegrown American people are sitting around here thinking that they are, something that they're not. And it's sad. it's sad to see this, you know what I'm saying, that you would turn your back on your own country that's got you stable enough to sit there and get on your phone and privilege and all this type of stuff to talk sideways about your own country. Okay, and if you don't want to be here, go ahead on and go. That's fine too. So, all right, we're going to keep going. And of course, it's always more. Let's see what this young lady had to say.
You see, I love me a man. Now, Trump is a man's man. Whether you blue collar or you in the White House, it ain't nothing like a strong man to stand up to another man and protect his family and protect this house. And that's exactly what he did with Zelensky today. You don't come in our house. You don't come to my family's country and disrespect me or disrespect us. And let's not talk about JD Vance. They was standing on business. You don't come to a made man like Donald Trump and the Dream Team and talk to them like they minions. See, you got away with that with Biden.
Ooh, did not say that.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
He thought he was talking to Biden. Hey, Zelensky thought he was talking to Biden. And wrong. No, you're not talking to Biden. You're not talking to the guy that gave you the 300 billion. Nope, you're not talking to him. Listen, look, on the back end now, we're going to need tangible, son. Zelensky. Yeah, we're going to need those minerals. Yeah, we're going to need those minerals, Zelensky. You're going to have to get on board with that. We need those minerals out there. Oh, yeah, son. We need those minerals bad. And we're going to get them.
There's a lot of men of America, and men are coming back because that last administration, they wanted men to act like girls. Us real women, especially us MAGA women, we love a man's man. Where the real men at? The man is back, baby. America is back. And Trump just told him like a man tell another man to his face, don't you come up in my house and disrespect me. As a matter of fact, go home. Go home and come back when you ready to talk peace. He little boyed him as he should.
Ooh, yeah.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
Sure did. As you see in my my previous broadcast on the situation when I did the broadcast about the main situation. Yeah, he sunned the hell out of Zelensky. And it just is what it is, people. We got to understand. Listen, look, if you're not for your country first, and I'm talking to the people that were born and raised in America, no foreigners, none of that crap. You were born and raised in America, your ancestry's here, and y'all talking out the side of y'all neck all the time. You politicians, stuff like that. What's her name? From Texas. The little black girl from Texas, senator, congresswoman, my bad. You know, man, stop it. Jesus Christ. This is crazy. And it's sickening to see that we're in this type of situation and things like that. Hold on here. So yeah, we got issues here. And let's see, hold on. All right. Hold on, good people. Because I got you. All right. So let's check this out.
So by now, everybody heard about Zelensky and Trump. They had that little exchange, got a little heated. You know, JD Vance chimed in. I'm a supporter. I like it. I'm glad that people see, like, don't fuck around. We're not here. We're not here to play games. It's gonna be our way. You want to fucking help? You come here with your tail between your legs and you say, "What do I got to do to get your help?" But with that being said, you know, Zelensky, you know, left, and a little bird told me that they heard him when he was leaving, and he was like, excuse me, can I get your attention, please? I need to. What happened to the crazy guy, the one that knew nothing? And he would just say, don't. Can I get the don't guy back? And didn't he have like that lady, the cackle crazy lady? That lady used to say things like, you know, we will not go back. Can I get her? She wanted to turn the page. We were going to turn the page. Remember how we turned the page? I like them. I don't like this guy. He yells at me very much, so I feel very sad and broken. Like, he makes me think of my mother and my father. I don't like him no more. So
No, not sad and broken. He wants to go to the lady that turns the page. Oh, he talking about Kamala. He talking about fucking Kamala out here. No, sir. Kamala's gone. She's with her husband that, you know, had the baby by the I think by the nanny. Something like that. It's crazy out here. It's crazy. All right, so all right, so we're about to go here now. Let's see what what Karoline had to say. Shout out to Karoline with her little sexy ass out here. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said that. Let's keep going.
I think it remains to be seen. I defer to President Trump on what his next step is and what happens moving forward. But the president made his position quite clear today when he asked Zelensky and the Ukrainians to depart the White House. He feels as President Zelensky is not in the right mindset to negotiate peace. And I think, frankly, that was reinforced with his comments on Bret Baier refusing to apologize for disrespecting the president and the American people in the Oval Office. The president Zelensky was in the White House today and had a real chance to sign an economic agreement that would have been great for the American people to recoup our tax dollars and great for the Ukrainian people to rebuild their country. And unfortunately, he blew the deal up in his own face.
Was the White House expecting an apology? We saw that he didn't directly say that he owes Trump one.
I don't think we were expecting anything, to be honest with you.
Just on the flip side of this, obviously, there's another player. So is the White House going to ramp up negotiations with Putin, with Russia? Could the president potentially travel to meet President Putin sooner than later?
I'm not tracking anything in terms of next steps in the engagement with Putin and the Russians. The president has made it clear always that both sides need to talk equally to bring both sides to the table to negotiate a deal. And in a good deal, any good deal, whether it's in business or in politics, both sides usually walk away a little bit unhappy. Unfortunately for Zelensky, I think he refuses to recognize the practical reality of this war. It's been going on for years. His countrymen are dying. And the people who have been funding this effort, the American people, are sick and tired of footing this bill. So
what the French toast is there to think about?
Right. Sick and tired of footing the bill. Listen, look, it's over with, Zelensky. You don't have no cards in the game. You got to get your little Napoleon wannabe ass out the game. Oh, yeah. He got that short man Napoleon syndrome. Yeah, I keep saying it, and I'm going to keep saying it. I'm not playing around. Yeah. He's trying to be modern day Napoleon. No, son. And we all know what happened to Napoleon. He got exiled because he was doing too much. It's crazy out here. So we're going to keep going. We're going to see the end of Fox right here and the interview with Karoline at the same time, too, on Fox. Let's go here now.
Joining me now, Karoline Leavitt, White House Press Secretary. Karoline, you were in the room where it all happened. Take us inside that room for a moment, would you? And then please tell us what you believe the president will say in response to what Zelensky said on Bret Baier's show.
Sure. Well, thanks for having me, Laura. And it was incredibly tense in that room, and things turned bad and bitter very quickly because, unfortunately, President Zelensky refuses to recognize the pragmatic reality about the war that his country is facing. This war has been going on for years. His countrymen are dying. And most of all, President Zelensky failed to recognize that he's walking into the Oval Office with a new sheriff in town. And that sheriff is Donald Trump. And he is a peacemaker in chief. He wants this war to end. And he understands that his people, the American people, are sick and tired of footing the bill for this war to the tune of hundreds of billions of dollars. And so it's very unfortunate for the Ukrainian people and for President Zelensky that he walked in with this mindset of give from the American people without much gratitude for what the American people have done for his country over the past few years. And so he was on the brink of signing an economic agreement that would have ensured economic prosperity for the Ukrainian people and recouped American tax dollars for funding this war. Instead, because of his rude and antagonistic ways, the deal blew up in his face. President Trump wants peace. He remains committed to that. But President Zelensky either needs to change his attitude or perhaps he can't make a deal at all.
Well,
right. Change his attitude, change his whole mindset. He's the one that's destroying his own country by not submitting and doing the thing he need to do to save his people. It's time up. Obviously, Zelensky doesn't mind sacrificing people for his own agendas and things like that. He's trying to, be this, well, I can take on Putin. Okay, well, you can take on Putin. That's fine then. If you want to do that, go ahead on. But you're not finna get our financial backing over here in America. You already got $300 billion from the previous administration. What you did with that money, who knows? It is what it is. It's gone now. We want the mineral rights, but you want to keep talking out of the side of your neck, talking about, this and that. When you, at the end of the day, though, in the previous broadcast I did, Trump clearly said that he came to the table with a peace treaty agreement. Zelensky walked around it, shot it down, stuff like that. This little man has something to prove, and we don't have time for that in the world. Trump told him, basically, you're playing with World War III. We don't have time for this. People are trying to live lives. We want to live as long as we can. We don't want to have to send soldiers to war over here in America to try to help your little rinky-dink ass and things like that. Also, we ain't heard nothing from England, Europe, over there in Europe. We ain't heard nothing from Spain. None of them people trying to have Zelensky's back over there. Pay attention to these facts. None of them countries over there are trying to have Zelensky's back. They're not giving Zelensky money. They're not trying to give Zelensky tools of war, machinery, and things like that you need to actually fight wars with. They're not trying to do that. Zelensky's playing games that he ought not need to be playing. He needs to sit his dumb ass down.
Karoline, we're hearing different narratives tonight, but is President Trump in the mood at all to revisit this mineral deal, given what happened earlier today?
Well, I think the president remains committed to peace and he wants to see this war end. That has been the president's intention all along. Don't forget, he talked about this extensively on the campaign trail as soon as he was elected on November 5th, before he was even inaugurated. He talked to Zelensky. His team started negotiations to end this war. And more has been done in a month by President Trump and his team to move towards a tangible and lasting peace than the previous 3 years under the
back
past
to that.
administration.
I'm sorry to interrupt. But Karoline, I'm talking about the deal. Of course, you were all set up. You had the table set up, the room set up to sign that mineral deal.
That's right.
And what now?
Well, we'll have to see. And it's up to President Trump with the next move that he makes. But I think he made it very clear today in asking President Zelensky and the Ukrainians to leave the White House that Zelensky is not in the right mindset. And again, the minerals deal was an economic framework, and it was the first step towards a peace deal. But Zelensky came into the Oval Office talking about security guarantees, talking about what Europe wants to do. Well, the president has been talking to Europe, too. He had the leaders of France and the UK here this week precisely to talk about how to end this war. And so, again, it's unfortunate circumstances for President Zelensky, but the president is not going to back down in doing what's right for the American people. And that's what this economic partnership was. It would have recouped the hundreds of billions of dollars that we've funded towards this war, and it would have been good for the Ukrainian people as well.
Karoline.
Right. Yo. Right. And these are just facts. These are facts. It would have been good. The deal would have been good for both sides. And Zelensky could have got his women back in his country, so the men in his country could be a little bit satisfied out there with their families. Yeah, I keep saying it. Listen, look, man, those men out there are dying. for what they believe in for their country. And the women folk and their children have been shipped off, of course, you know what I'm saying, because of war and stuff like that. But they're dying because at the end of the day, though, they believe in something for their country because what Zelensky is trying to promote over there. We have to think about these things. And these are just facts. Them men want their families back. Them men, them soldiers over there that's fighting, they want peace too. But Zelensky has his own little Napoleon hidden agendas out here that he's trying to accomplish to be on the world stage. And no, Zelensky, nobody wants you in the UN. Nobody wants you a part of the United Nations. You're not going to get in. And these are just facts. Accept it, deal with it. Give up the mineral rights. We need our money back. Things like that, you know what I'm saying? We could work out a good deal to where, you know what I'm saying, your country could rebuild, be prosperous, things like that too. You can get your women folk and your children back and things like that. And at the same time though too, America could recoup the $300 billion that we gave your ass under that dumbass administration that we just got rid of.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
You old fish-eyed fool.
But it is what it is, though. Shout out to all my subscribers. Mad love to y'all. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Make sure you ring that bell to be notified whenever I decide to post things. And like I always say,
and that, my friends, is the bottom line.
That, my friends, is the bottom line.